What's up, guys? We're back. Let me walk you through some things that I did between episodes. This here is set up just so that I can craft experience books and some things that I don't have automated yet. So I had to set this guy up because I was crafting the experience solidifier. Over here, I set up some additional crafting. I needed apples, and this is a slag automation. So it's crafting silver chest plates. Just basically this turns sand into slag. Over here, we added some seeds. I believe we added water, wood, dirt, and I think fire. I think those are the new ones. I added the water and the dirt to be able to make clay, and the fire and the dirt make sand. What I actually found out was the mechanism crusher is extremely laggy. So anytime I had to craft a lot of sand, my game would basically completely lag out. I thought maybe it had something to do with lights, so I actually had gone through and replaced all of my flood lamps with glowstone using an exchanger, but that didn't seem to help. And then I realized it was because of the crusher. So didn't change anything over here just yet. The next thing that we'll be working on will be hopefully getting this to be upgraded to level 4. But the Void 4 does take a lot of nether stars. And these take nether stars as well, and we need like 50 of these, so we need a pretty consistent stream of nether stars. I also went through the trouble of creating, where is it? It's over here. So I got a cleaver set up to try and get wither skeleton skulls. That's set up here. This is a wither spawner. It's got wither skeletons, wither skeleton spawner. And I can turn that on and off just using this lever. So it'll spawn them. That cleaver will kill them. And then everything gets collected and put into this chest, but I don't quite have filtering set up for this. I am, however, turning our bottles of enchanting into solidified experience that goes back into the system here. We can see that happening. This is set up for when we do build the wither. I have not done the wither yet. To get stars, to get nether stars. None of those have been gotten yet. I've got mustard seeds though. Additionally, one of the things that we want to work towards also is the acceleration wand. The acceleration wand has some fun crafting materials that it needs. I put the atomic alloys in there because those are the ones I do have. But we're going to need a dragon egg. We're going to need this adamant ingot, which is an alloy of a lot of other materials from Tinker's alloying add-on. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. I did go ahead and tear down a lot of the stuff from our Botania area. So this is our new Botania setup. These are destructors and constructors that are set to craft us living wood and living rock. So if I take these out, we can see here there are emitters set up, so when we are below 512 living wood, it turns on these constructors, which place down oak wood. Same thing here for living rock. These are just some custom trees that I built. Kind of never done custom trees before, so, and these are just some drawers that I set up to get our Botania area started. What I'm thinking is we'll put our portal to Alfheim here, and then we're going to do some mana automations in this area. Let me chunk load this so we don't have that constant thing popping up saying it's in my territory or not in my territory. So these guys will transform over any second. There's a pure daisy in here, and this is just some wiring that goes down here and connects these. There we go. All that transfers over. The destructors break them. What else? I was testing out the growth accelerators in the fertile soil. This actually works pretty quickly, so that might be something that we get to in the future if we need some major resources. Over here, where we've got some guests, I set up lithium production because we're going to need a lot of lithium for the ultimate induction cells that we need. So this guy turns water into brine, and then this turns brine into lithium, and it's just backed up here. Not making very much of it, but it would once it's super full. The lithium we need for is it the controller? Yeah, for the ultimate induction cell. So this thing is expensive because it takes, for one of these, it takes 4 of these. Each one of those takes 4 of these. Each one of these takes 4 of these. Each one of these takes 4 lithium. To be able to make the ultimate induction cell, we need a lot of lithium, especially if we have any interest in using that for actual power storage. So this is kind of the foundation of a factory that I plan on setting up to run some bigger automations that we don't have room for over here. On this side, this pathway leads down into an area where we're going to do blood magic. This is directly under our astral sorcery area, and I thought that was kind of fitting, a nice fitting area. It's under our setup up there. I did build an environmental controller and the saturation and regeneration modules. This is pretty simple. We've got tons of these resources. Regen takes golems, no big deal there. Saturation takes zombies, no big deal there. But this will let us be able to quickly make sacrifices and then regen and stay saturated very quickly. So my plan today is to get some automations set up with Botania and hopefully blood magic, because we need to go to the end. So with Botania, we're going to grab all the mana pools that we have. We're also going to grab all of the generating flowers that we have. Am I missing? Okay, here they are. The end of flame. We're also going to need mana spreader. We're going to need a mana splitter. So in this version of Botania, it's not a mana splitter, it's a mana distributor. And unfortunately, we don't have any mana steel ingots just yet. So what we need to do is build a dropper. And actually, I don't think that we'll use that, but we do need a pressure plate. I believe a gold pressure plate. And we're also going to need a constructor. What I think is going to work here, and we need to place down, we'll put it in here. We're going to put a mana pool there. We're going to need some grass to place down our flowers, unless... How do we make the floating endo flame? We don't know yet. No big deal. So let's do this. we're going to place... I actually need that here. And we're going to dig straight this way. Our constructor, we would put there. We're going to have to run a cable all this way. There should be there we go. There should be a cable there. We're going to run this guy all the way across, and we're going to need more. Cannot place that there. So let's place it here. Like so. We'll get cable over to it. We're going to say you only work without redstone signal. Put you there. We are going to drop blocks instead of placing. And let's see if this works. If I put you in there. Spits it out not in a great way. So we're going to need to do this. Only work without signal. Perfect. Now I need our Solignalia. What is this lag? Why am I getting some crazy lag when I'm looking at the screen? I don't know. So this guy, we're going to set right there. And then we're going to put a mana spreader down here. I think I need to move this cable. The mana spreader, we need to link. To the mana pool. Now, okay. Okay, so I was worried that that redstone might turn off the endoflame, but that is not the case. I might actually make that drop these back here. Let's move this back one more time. What if we do it like this? If I place quarried stone constructor, let's get a trapdoor. That's not going to work because it's not going to drop it straight down. Only work without coal. There we go. Okay, so that's our basic, very, very basic mana setup. If we place down a comparator and make a potentiometer here, turn it up to 14 and turn you into subtract, put a transmitter down on channel 2 and a receiver who's going to output a signal. That will go down. And then we need another trapdoor. Okay, so when this mana pool fills up, it will also turn that off. We need some mana. Just a little bit of mana will do. Let's go ahead and put down these mana pools, because eventually we'll get to those. Spark. If we go dispersive, we do not have any of these things yet, so we need to open up the portal to Alfheim. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, while that is charging up some mana, we need stone. We're going to drop off all of this because we need to get started on a little bit of blood magic, and we need the book for that. We don't have this one just yet. We can go ahead and grab a book to be able to create that one, because that one tells us what our altar should look like. Where's the other book? Is it not here? Do we not have the blood magic guidebook in this version? Am I just not seeing it? Am I blind? Altar maker? No. I guess it doesn't exist. We don't have it. I'm definitely not seeing it. Okay, so we're just going to wing it. But we did need a book. Is that the thing that we're looking for? Okay, so let's turn this. Set to, okay. So we need to get a bunch of runes. Blank slate block? No. Oh, blood arsenal. Blank runes. Okay, so they take these guys. I think if we hoppered into this... Actually, I don't know for certain. Let's grab a hopper. 2 hoppers. We don't need that right now. But I think we need to make just a couple more of these. I think if I put, yeah, more extra goes in there, and we don't necessarily want that. And we definitely don't want to kill ourselves. What we can do now is put these guys in here, and then once we place a stone in, it'll automatically change. What we need is blank runes. We're going to need 8 of these to start. We need 8 of these to start, so we need 16 blank runes. There's not a way to mass produce those. But what we can do, if we grab ducts, let's grab item duct, let's grab a servo, let's grab a filter. Now, will the filter allow us no? If we put you there, filter, blacklist, prevent oversending, we need a better filter. Let's turn you not quite there. We'll get a big boy filter. And you will say max inventory is 1. Yes. So we need a chest. Put you down there. Put a servo. We need better servos too. So let's see. We have enough of those? Nope. I don't think it's going to be quick to craft these. We do have this servo though, so this will work. Put you in there. We'll say just 1. Turn you on and do that. There's only 1 in there. Yes, now it's working. So what I'm going to do is craft a bunch of these, and then I'll be back once it's done. Alright, so I finished out our tier 2 altar. I set these up with some speed runes, replaced some of our servos and our filters with resonant ones so they're a little bit faster. I set up some filters here to say, hey, keep 16 of these in stock. Got a couple of these built up, a couple of those. Gonna make the tier 2 blood orb now, which takes 5,000 life essence. So what we need to do is get to the ritual stone, or the master ritual stone, which will take the tier 2, and then we also need 4 of these reinforced slates, and then we'll have to make more ritual stones wherever that is at Master Ritual Stone, just Ritual Stones here. Oh, the Master Ritual Stone takes Ritual Stones. So we're going to need a lot of those. Once this is finally done, it's being incredibly slow. So we're going to need a lot more reinforced slates, because that's what it takes here. So now this is linked to us. What I'm going to do is go ahead and turn this back on. It's going to spit some stone out into there. We can use our sacrificial dagger to activate that and turn it on. I think what we're going to do is look at getting some more speed runes and probably runes of capacity. Let's take the imbued slate, which are a tier 3. Okay. We'll probably end up with just some more speed runes. To try and make this go faster. So once this finishes extracting, because I don't want to ruin the progress on these blank slates. So if I pull these out, then it'll pull those out and kind of waste that time. And there we go. I'm going to take these guys out. We need some blank runes. I don't think we're going to be able to make enough. Yeah, only 8. So what we need is to put these here. I believe it's not that far out. Right there. Nope, not that far out either. I believe that starts there. Let's check. Let's set this to tier 2, and then if we shift right click, Blood Altar is still missing a solid block. Yes, I know that. Oh, here. There we go. Now we got it. So we need some more runes. We're going to need glowstone. We'll take the stone. Actually, let's turn it into bricks. We'll just do that. That's simple enough. That'll go there. And you know what? I think I am going to build these from the ground like that. I think I'm going to like the way that looks a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is finish out this tier 4 altar, and then we'll be back. Alright, so here's our tier 3 altar, and to make the weak activation crystal to turn on our rituals, we need to put a lava crystal in here and let it charge up. So here's what that looks like. There we go. So we've got our weak activation crystal. Now we're going to need a bunch of ritual stones. So we're going to need a lot of these reinforced slates. So what I'm actually going to do is take this blank slate off of here, get this back up and running, and we're going to need a lot of rituals. So, oh, and I also figured out the recipe for this, because it's not from Blood Magic, it's from Guide API. It's a little bit different. So we're going to need to go to Ritual Master And we need the Well of Suffering. It doesn't say what size it is. Okay, so we're going to need the Ritual Diviner. So let's go and craft everything we need for that. We need a magma cream and obsidian, lapis block, and a ghast tear. The ritual. That guy takes that. We're not ready for that. Let's get this filled up. And this will actually create our rituals for us. So let's see, the Ritual Diviner. Take red and green, blue and yellow. So now we can click through this, and we want the Well of Suffering, which is not in this one. Apparently it's in the dusk one. So we need 2 blocks of coal. And we need the demonic slate, which is a tier 4 altar. Ooh, and we can't create that either because that is also a tier 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that there. We could make the Well of Suffering. But let's see, we're gonna need the architect? No. What is it? How do we look at our different tiers? Let's see. We need a tier 4 now, which means we need a lot more of those, and then we also need the blood crystals. Oh no, just the wait, weak blood shard. Is that what I got? No. The weak blood shard comes from the bound blade, I believe. Yes. The bound blade. So for that, we need the binding reagent. For that, we need the Hellfire Forge. So we've got a lot more blood magic stuff to get into. So where is the Hellfire Forge? Right here. So we need you. We'll put you right here. Okay, and for that, we're gonna need some snares. We already have a little bit of demonic will. I don't think that's enough, or I don't think it's going to be a good one because we need to make the Tartaric gem, and we also need the sentient sword, which needs a Tartaric gem. Okay, so we need will. We're going to need redstone, gold, glass, and dye. So redstone, gold, glass, and 2 lapis. So if we put those in there and that here, yes. How much is that going to use? That much. So we're going to make 2 petty tartaric gems. And I think, you know what? I think we actually need 1 more because we need 1 that we're going to upgrade. So redstone, lapis, gold, and glass. And we can make 1 more. Let's take you. We'll take you out. I don't think we'll be able to use that. We need an iron sword to make our sentient sword. Oh, and it's going to work. Excellent. And what we can do, let's say redstone on. Let's break that. Let's turn this on. This is working, but I probably should put some looting on this. I think that will actually make it work better. 12 sharpness and looting. Let's turn... I think that was better. 33. Too many mobs. No, that's only here, right? Yeah, that's pretty nice. I don't know why they want to attack me. Come here. Come here, come here, come here. They're just resisting the vector plate. 1 more kill. I'll put this on full. Come on. How do you guys see me? We have thorns. Okay, so that can turn off. Probably getting some will dropping in our chest over here. Yep. So let's pop those in there. And then if I end up dropping these, they will go into my gem. So, what did we need? We need the bound blade. Bound sickle, bound blade. You're gonna need a common. You. And you. It's going to use up that guy. So what you do is click this, and it'll recharge that. If I drop these, they will all get picked up. I don't know if there's enough there to upgrade this one. Yes, there is. So now we have both of these. So I'm going to go recharge these, and I'll be back. Okay, so that was a process. So with the arcane ashes, we're going to click this down, put the binding reagent, and then put the sword in it. That is crazy loud. I think we should have this in here. Because I believe when this is active, it drains from our network. So let's see if this works. We'll wait for it to spawn some of them, and then we're going to turn it off. I also upgraded these. Let's see, so it doesn't look like it did anything. It should be that when I kill things with this sword, I get blood shards. Until I get a wither skeleton that has a bunch of different modifiers on it. There we go, weak blood shard. So this guy will make those. Let's get like one more of those. Probably turn this off. There we go, we got 2. Close that up. Let's throw this trash in here. Okay. Now, to upgrade this guy, let's take this out. We've got that charged up. To get us to our next tier, if we make these, and then do that, those will go here, like this. And I accidentally placed those down in like a really good spot. Let's grab our stone bricks. Because these are going to have to go here. And I think these can be pretty much any solid block. I don't think they have to be stone bricks. They render as stone bricks. But I think we could even put down like more slates here. That would make it look a little bit nicer. So that's correct. And then basically we need to fill in these spots with those. Now, I don't remember why we were getting that. The ritual stones. Takes a tier 3. We wanted this guy, which is okay, yeah, we needed a tier 4. So we're gonna need a lot more runes. So let's take a stone and put it in there. Put the filter back on you. Set that in there and turn this guy on. Excellent. So I think what I'm going to do is get this set up. I need to turn that off. I'm going to go through the process of upgrading this altar because we need to set up a ritual that will let us... I need to turn this on. We need to upgrade this to a tier 4 altar so we can set up a ritual that will automatically fill this up using mobs. So it's going to damage mobs, refilling this so we can set this to fully automated. So what I'm going to do is let this run for a while, get a bunch of these slates filled up, get this guy finished out. we're going to go check on our Botania setup, which I also modified slightly. So the endo flames were filling up pretty quickly, and the one spreader wasn't kind of emptying out, so I put a lens on there, but that still wasn't working all that much, so I just put down some more mana spreaders. And now this pool is filling up pretty nicely. We're going to need this pool to be full so that we can set up our Elven Gateway core. To be able to do this, we're going to need Terra Steel, which it doesn't show on here how to get, but you drop some things from Botania. You drop the Mana Steel Ingot, a Mana Pearl, and I believe a Mana Diamond, all on the agglomeration plate, which is this guy. And then it makes Terra Steel. These guys don't have essence, but I think I'll probably make the Mana Steel essence so we can grow that. And then it should be, once this guy fills up, it'll output a signal and stop that over there. But we're going to let these automations kind of run in the background. And then next time when we come back, we will definitely have some more endgame blood magic, and we will be able to set up some much better automations with Botania. So we did go through the endgame, or through for a bit, doing these Tartaric gems with blood magic. I upgraded those. So next time we'll have some more magic gotten done. I don't know why there's a hole there. We'll have some more magic done, and then we'll be looking at going to the end to kill the Ender Dragon. And then a lot of these automations will be able to continue to run while we're even there. We'll be able to keep making a bunch of these slates and keep making a bunch of mana while we're in the end doing that stuff. So thanks again for stopping in.